After the first film happened, you know, I was so excited. It was like, great, we got it. It worked really well. Good night, everybody. You know, let's go home. I never really, in my mind, had thought, you know what, we could do it again, and we could do it even better. You know, we could be part of something like this again, but on a bigger scale. So I think this was all just a wonderful surprise to me, you know, to get the call and say, hey, well, we're starting a sequel, can you come by on Saturday? And I was, oh, okay.
I've had some people watch the first movie and has asked me questions about what's going to happen in the next one, or the belief that Teresa's character is not actually dead.
Well, the interesting thing for me is that the two major scenes or sections of scenes that I shot occur in between scenes from the first film. I shot scenes 1, 3, and 5 in the first film, and in this one I'm shooting 2 and 4. One of the big differences is the first movie had a love story between the brother and sister. I mean, that was kind of the core human relationship in that. In the sequel, in Fade, it's a love story. Are you sure this lucrative enterprise can survive an off day?
Could have my best year yet.
The scenes I have with my year, you know, when we're really getting close, we're really coming close together. We're working on the farm. Yeah, my character has definitely matured some at that point. She's grown. She's ready to settle down into, you know, just a happy life with this person that she loves. I watched the first movie several times. Sometimes I would watch it the morning of filming. There's a lot of important information in the first film that, you know, lends itself to the second film. A lot of background that you'd really miss out on, I think, if you didn't watch the first film. You could watch the second one by itself, but I think you just get such a richer, deeper perspective. We know more now than we did before. We've learned some things. We've taken it to a higher level with the special effects, with the fighting, with the development of the characters. Seeing the barn for the first time, all set up with because we kind of had a dressing room area and we had a sound area and we had the green screen. It was just really cool. I really felt like I was on set of a film, and I just never thought I would get to do that in a barn. I guess I kind of had to get mentally ready to go to some of those difficult emotions that I had. I was, you know, trying to match hair, makeup, you know, things that so that there would be a sense of continuity, because in one of the scenes takes place pretty much shortly after a scene in the first film, so they had to be very close. There was also, you know, the element of having to figure out how to do dubbing. You know, that's unusual to me, having to get that emotion back in your voice when you're standing there just totally still. Sometimes it was hot and we were tired because we were fighting and we had to fight over and over and over again, and just trying to like make the battles look realistic without injuring each other. One of our principal photography days that I was as Anij was just very hot in the sun, and I got all sunburned that day because I missed a spot on my arm with the sunscreen. It just was totally red when I was done. And it was very hard because, you know, here I am, I'm in this loving relationship with my boyfriend and we need to be happy and we're smiling, but inside we're just miserable and the sweat's just, you know. The first time I got to be a Jedi, that was very memorable. I've always played characters that are just very not Jedi, I guess. Look for me. I'm in there, right under your nose. I'm in there. It's more epic. It's a bigger story. We're dealing with, you know, these big wars and all these planets, all these Jedi fighting. There are more characters in it. It's just, all in all, it's just a bigger story, and there's so many elements that go into it that draw upon the last movie. All the people that were involved, that we were able to draw in so many new faces and bring in some old faces. That was really cool. I think if I ever did something like this again, I would be able to take the experiences from this and just take them to the next step, because it won't be so intimidating to have that camera in front of my face for the first time, or it won't be so intimidating to see myself on the big screen and be like, oh, my face is huge. So we've gotten past those by doing immolation, and now with Fade I just got to take it a little further. So I'm very grateful for these experiences.